Hello, you all. Hi, it's Tease. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. Excuse the background noise in advance. I am by construction on the side of the road. And before I start, I do want to come through with a different approach. Because sometimes, most of the time, my motto is give them the nasty, naked, raw truth, no matter how they feel about it. Because it's kind of be like one of the things, you're this and that. But long story short, tone and delivery, it goes very far. It goes a really long way. And I always refer to Jim Jones. So Jim Jones is I think he was like either a cult leader or a religious leader, but basically, long story short, he politely asked, or impolitely asked, at least a dozen people to eliminate themselves. And of course he did have guns to make sure you did it, but it wasn't something where he demanded you. It was kind of like whatever he was saying and whatever promise and hope and tone that he gave, it convinced, at least at first, it convinced at least a dozen people to say, okay, all right, I'm going to end it here, based off of his tone and his teachings. So that's the kind of made me want to think like, okay, even though I'm bringing forth the naked, nasty truth, I don't have to make it come up, it don't have to sound naked and nasty. And I'm not saying it's always like that, but I've noticed sometimes too, even on the outside looking in, when I watch my videos, I'm thinking like, I would be like the type that'll collect my pearl. I don't want to, she's too harsh, or she's, might feel a certain type of way, which is good though, because I'm like, sometimes it takes the, you have to shake the table in order to, get people to see you and feel you. But I basically want to work on delivery and tone. Like I say, no matter what the message is and no matter what the naked nasty truth is, I can give it to you to where it's not so uncomfortable, so to speak. You get some people who they just want their tickled fancies. They want their fancies tickled. So therefore, even though I'm not tickling your fancy, I am just based off tone alone. Or maybe I can make it look nice. Oh, beautiful scenery. I normally do have beautiful scenery too. But I would like to, anytime I'm giving forth any type of updates or any type of message or anything, I want to work on delivery solely working on the delivery, so it can come out to where it can be received, or at least received easily, because you don't want it to be so intense. I'm scared to listen, or you don't want to listen because you're yelling at us. I don't know. Some may call it preachy. I don't think I'm preachy at all, but sometimes I just get so passionate. But what are you doing? Especially when you have anything to do with the children. I just kind of, I don't know. Sometimes you can go crazy, but that's why it's good to work on delivery and tone, so I won't just be making videos flying off the handle, because I'm uncomfortable by what's going on or what I'm reporting. Oh, there's a storm, And if I'm panicking, that probably won't be good for the crowd, It's a storm. Yeah, so as far as me working on delivery, and honestly, I had to step back and work on this delivery because this is going to be another one of those messages where you won't like it. But before I begin, I guess apparently it happened again as far as the whole outage thing. And again, I missed the party on this one. So this will be the third party that I've missed as far as there being no internet, no cell phone, no social media. So I guess apparently maybe a day or two ago, I think Instagram, Twitter, those are what's the other one? Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok, I believe. There were more social medias, but I guess either all at the same time or like clockwork, they kind of went out too again, for at least a few hours. And if I were to put my 2 cents in on that one, I wouldn't necessarily say what is it, cyber attack, only because if I'm able to identify the cyber attack and if I'm able to get warnings and little prerequisites, like basically, okay, like if I'm doing cyber attacks and I shut your phone off, I think the fact, if I have the luxury to where I can get a sample of me turning the phone off, like for instance, okay, I'm gonna turn your phone off for 1 minute or for 1 hour, instead of just flat out doing it and you don't know what the hell's going on, or you can't say that it's an inside job. You see what I'm saying? So to me, I just feel like I can't solely say that it's cyber attack, only because these companies or whoever these connection companies are who have these connections that can be tampered with through cyber attacks, they they tend to know or tend to be suspicious. Oh, that must be a cyber attack. And it's not necessarily that, oh, hey, somebody tripped over the cord or somebody from the inside pulled the cord. You see what I'm saying? It's never one of those. It's always, oh, it's a cyber attack. And again, even back to the cyber, I'm going to do you a cyber attack. Wouldn't it be a luxury if I'm only doing it for an hour or a few minutes, or, instead of just wiping you out completely, And if I'm just going to play around with the numbers or play around with the cords, shouldn't I get something out of it? Like, okay, like how they did, I guess, in Vegas, they say, we're going to pull the plugs on your business unless you give me a few million. I guess they hit up a few casino hotels, as far as through the quote-unquote cyber attack. But I'm thinking, like, okay, now that part would make sense. Okay, I'm playing around with the cords, or I'm cyber attacking you to get something out of it versus just playing with the cords. Because would that be a professional troll? I guess it probably would if you're hacking. But I just kind of think, like, I don't necessarily want to blame it solely on cyber attack. And not saying that it's not, but it's not just solely a cyber attack. It's probably, okay, yeah, I'm gonna allow you to pull the plugs, or I know that's you pulling the plugs, or that's me pulling the plugs, and I'm just blaming it on cyber attack. Because it's too damn convenient. Like, everyone seems to have front row seats to, oh, it's a cyber attack, or even if it is an inside job, it's only for a few minutes, a few hours, or maybe even a few days. I'm not sure how long the internet outage was in Africa, but I guess they were out of internet, and then here in America we're out of the cell phone usage and social media. And like I said, I missed that one because literally I only use YouTube. But I'm thinking at the time, either yesterday or day before, I wasn't really thinking about it. And that's why I say I'm glad, because normally anytime something's going on with the devices, I'm not really thinking about the devices. So that's pretty good too, that I wasn't really thinking about it. And which is good too, to prepare for alternatives, So if you do run into a pickle where there's no communication to the outside world to communicate, what would be the healthier alternative? Yeah, so I just thought I'd spit that out ahead of time. Yeah, as far as that whole, the quote unquote, oh, these are cyber attacks. I'm thinking, like, how is it even if it's just the same, I'm the same person, I'm gonna cyber attack you. And is it really a cyber attack if I'm trolling though? If I'm literally like a trolling hacker? Like, I'm not getting anything, I'm not doing the ransoms, I'm just going to turn you off for 1 hour, and I'm just thinking that's too convenient, And it could be an inside job. Maybe that's why it's only for a few hours. Because the companies, maybe they want to make it seem like, oh, or I want to see how you react to not having any social media or any internet or cell phone for a few hours. And before I begin, I'm actually going to jump into that. Speaking of cell phones, I'm just going to jump into it. I know I kind of babbled a little bit as far as with the intro, but I was kind of making a list of things that we need to let go. And I actually want to start with, because it's a huge list, like I say, but I just wanted to maybe mention the top 5 or 6. And like I say, the list goes on, and there's not enough wind and air in the world to speak on the things that we need to eliminate as far as right now or yesterday. And like I say, since we were speaking on cell phones, I'll start with, okay, get rid of all, capital all, laughing but very serious. And when I say get rid of anything, everything in that damn department. But athletes, and the only reason why I mentioned athletes, because there was one, I don't know if his name's Steph Curry, whoever the high yellow guy is, but he did a commercial. He did a commercial on, it was a Subway commercial. And I guess the guy who, you have the voiceovers, and he was pretty much saying, oh, hush, Dave, you still have a landline at home. Like, pretty much they're talking down or, speaking ill of landline as if it's, oh, who does landline anymore? But I only say let go of the athletes because they're only used to brainwash you and to lead you down a slippery slope. Because I understand that he had to follow a script. Oh, the script says, oh, just talk about him and his landline. That's funny. But it's not funny to the people who were just last week or two were crying and hoping and praying for a cell phone because your top most viral people or your most social media savvy people didn't have access to their phones, so they were freaking out. I'm crying, and I'm like, I can't use my cell phone. What's going on? What's going to happen if I can't use service? What? And I'm sure you would kill and steal and die to get your hands on a landline, So the girl who was desperate and went through the drive-through looking for a phone, but I guess at the time everyone had a cell phone. No one thought of the landline. You see what I'm saying? But notice how in this commercial you're talking down on landline, but literally just a week or two ago, people were crying to get their hands on and would really appreciate a landline because they had no way of communication, to say the least. So that's why I say get rid of your athletes, because it's like they don't talk any common sense into you. They literally just feed you this dream like, oh, you got to play ball. If you have naps, you got to play ball. You always got to play ball. You always got to end up with a pink person. And then you always got to not help niggas, so to speak. And none of them, they never help. That's why they get rid of. I'm only starting with the athletes because I kind of got started off with the cell phone thing. But the main one that's on the list of who to get rid of, the long way, all of the athletes. Because at this point, we get no nutritional value and no benefits out of the athletes. None of them are helping. Yeah, some of them might be role models, but that's it. It's like you're capped. And if you do help, you can only do it mainstream media style. And that's another reason too. Get rid of mainstream media, because mainstream media, whatever they're feeding you, the message that they're feeding is not productive. It's not productive. You know, it's a certain agenda and a certain energy that's pushed out by these entertainers and athletes that's not productive for the youth in particular, when you know that's your main audience. But since we can get back on the thing, I would say get rid of the entire Democratic Party. The entire Democratic Party. And that goes for Democrats, shields, Democratic participants, Democratic sticker. I voted today. Get rid of all of them. All of them. All of the Democratic. And specifically Biden, Obama, and Kamala. Because those MFs are killing us as we speak. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. The long way. Get rid of them. Anything with Democrat on it, anything with blue, I don't care if it's blue gang colors. Get rid of it. Anything blue, blue, no matter who, vote blue. I voted today stickers. Get rid of all of them. Because they're bought and paid for. Very dangerous at this point. And it's one of those things like you pick a side, you know. And with those people, they're kind of like, it's openly disrespectful. Like this world is literally went to hell really fast in the last few years, in the last few seconds behind a Democrat. Like literally, you if you want to be destroyed, you go to the nearest Democrat, which is your president. And like I say, and I've never really been crazy about Democrats because I don't do the whole typical nigger stuff, but it's just something about those politicians that we have in office now. They just rub me such the wrong way to where I'm just like, I literally have to work on my tone, because it's like, I want to just literally, and Kamala too, in particular, I just feel like she's just like a dirty dog to me. Like I said, what I wanted to say about her, probably be deemed inappropriate on YouTube, but that lady is one dirty, nasty dog. And like I say, she'll be the type that'll watch you die and will have a celebration. We'll have lunch. It'll be a benefit. It'll be a come up for her. Like, so she doesn't care about your well-being. Damn sure don't give a damn about the youth, and damn sure don't have a connection with the Negroes, the American Negroes. You know, so I would say with Kamala, yeah, I would be okay if she ended up in a McDouble, so to speak. I would be okay if she ended up in a McDouble. And I'll just say this one thing. I would take a big bite of that McDouble, spit it out, because that lady is just, she's no good, just nasty. You know what I'm saying? It'd be one of the things, you disgust me. You know, I would have no problem with her ending up in a McDouble. But like I said, I had to tone it down some. What I wanted to say, it had a lot of profanity in it, you know, so I'm working on my delivery. I had to make notes too, because I'm like, it's a huge list, but I only put the top 5 down. Possibly 6 of literally what you need to eliminate right now. Not no holding hands, no kumbaya, none. Get rid of them, because like I say, these are detrimental to you. You know, it's kind of one of those things you eat or be eaten, kill or be killed. And it's one of those things while I'm sitting here singing and dancing with you and voting for you, and you have my demise on your menu. Okay, number 2 or number 3 to get rid of are predators. These are people who prey on elderly, they prey on children, they prey on handicapped and vulnerable people. These handicapped, these predators, they target soft. Like basically, if you're easy, like, okay, ooh, wow, that'd be an easy robbery, or that'd be an easy attack, or an easy assault, whatever it is, any type of easy crime, well, that's what you would consider a predator. Like, okay, you see an old lady with 20s and 100s hanging out of her wallet. Instead of her asking, hey, lady, put your money up, or do you need help, or can you see, or you know, is there anything I can do to help protect you? They're gonna say, okay, I see a bunch of 20s and an old lady. Like, oh, take advantage of the old lady, take the lady's money, You know what I'm saying? Exploit her, so to speak. You see a child, instead of helping them across the street, you're waiting for them to get off the bus at, after school. You have the handicapped people who are blind, missing limbs, deaf, or whatever the case may be, and they literally need help getting around, because for some reason they don't have an assistant. And then here comes the predator, here to say, oh, I'll help you get across the street, or I'll help you see. And then they end up exploiting and taking advantage of these people, and even the vulnerable. Like, okay, you may be able-bodied, but you're just a single little fragile woman with a baby on her hip or with car seats in your hand, and I'm going to use that as opportunity to attack. Hell, it's easy, and you might get a 2 and 3 for 1. Those are called predators. Those people, even if it's you, need to be eliminated immediately, because this is detrimental to you. Your children are on the shopping block, you're on the shopping block, and it's like nobody's safe when it comes to the predators, because it feels like there's way too many predators in this world than there are people who actually want to help you. That's why if you go to a random person and just say, hey, I want to help you, I want to buy you lunch, what do I have to? Oh no, I'm good. A lot of people are like, no, I don't. And that's how it is in LA. No, I don't want no damn help. No. A lot of people got that. No, because it's like, okay, what do I have to do for this help? And no, because like I say, if it's not genuine, I don't want it. So it's like people, like I say, you got a better chance of getting exploited, used, and abused than actually genuinely helped. That's why I say predators, all predators must be eliminated immediately. Because like I said, your life is on the line, and it's like it's either them or you. You're gonna let the predators be out here having all the fun while you die unpeacefully? I won't say eliminate them, but like I say, it's at the point now where it's like if they're not for you, they are against you. Okay? Okay, and then also too, and speaking of predators and all that stuff, and a predator can only have a buffet and free game when it comes to raggedy ass parents and raggedy ass guardians. This will be number 4 to get rid of. Get rid of the raggedy ass parents. These raggedy ass parents and these raggedy ass caregivers who are literally feeding their children to the wolves and to the predators, literally making it easy for predators to attack your children because you don't give a damn, or you're not paying attention, or you're not asking questions, or you're not attentive enough. Most of the time when I say things happen with children, it starts at home. Even if nothing happened at home, it starts at home when you leave home. You can't get kidnapped from home unless you leave, or unless something happens to where I can literally come in and have free game with you. Whatever it is, it's still going to start at home. Whether you leave home to go out to be attacked, or you stay home to be attacked at home by whoever comes in or whoever barges in to home. And like I say, this starts with raggedy ass parents and raggedy ass caregivers who needs to be eliminated as soon as possible. Because like I say, I only say that because once your children fall, you fall as well, because your children are your future. If your future doesn't exist, then neither do you. And that's just the short and sweet of it. So that's why you must be eliminated. Because you failed the youth. If you failed your youth, that means there is no legacy for you. There is no you in the future, because you destroyed your future by not protecting and uplifting and upholding your future. Do you see? And I have, like I said, there's so many, but I'm literally only doing like top 5, possibly top 6. And another one too, before I look on it, and I kind of was going to put this in with the athletes, but also religious leaders, these raggedy ass religious leaders who call themselves doing everything in the name of religion or the name of the Lord or whatever. Eliminate them immediately, please, because that is another gateway to getting destroyed right up under your nose. And you think you come into a safe haven in these religious establishments, and not necessarily churches, because all religious congregations aren't necessarily quote unquote churches, but you come into these congregations or to these religious gatherings, so to speak, thinking that you're seeking refuge or you are getting some type of help and healing, and come to find out this religious gathering is actually more terroristic, more dangerous, more predatory, more exploitive, more of the wrong things than what you had ever thought you would experience out in the streets. And I'm a living testimony of that as well, to where I'm no longer, I literally frown upon Christian. You call me you tell me you're a Christian, I will I will look down on you. unintentionally. I wouldn't do it like, oh, it just automatically. I'm just like, no. Christians, no. I have yet to meet a real Christian. And I'm not saying you could probably be the best Christian in the world, but I have yet to meet a real Christian. Grown up Christian, I have yet to meet, in all of my years, I have yet to meet a real life Christian who actually follows the definition of this is a Christian, ABC. Like, no. Followers of Christ, my eyes have dried out looking and seeking a follower of Christ. Someone who will actually do what's right and go after what's wrong. I have yet to meet that, because like I said, if you have turmoil and chaos going on in the congregation or in these religious gatherings, and something that has no business that goes on in these settings, and you bring forth it, or we'll just say that you get pregnant out of wedlock. We'll just keep it short and sweet. We're not even going to get on the real scandals that go on inside the congregation, but okay, you just happen to get pregnant out of wedlock, and maybe you're young, maybe you're a young teen, or maybe you're just not married. Whatever it is, you will get scrutinized and talked down on. Literally, you will get damn near stoned and put out of the church for being pregnant out of wedlock. And notice how you'll get stoned for being pregnant. But on the flip side, if the pastor happens to turn out to be a sex offender or a thumbsucker, so to speak, he'll get more forgiven. It'll be one of those things like we're just going to pray about it. Everybody will get into a circle with him and pray the demons off of, basically they will protect the predator and attack the victim, or the one who happened to fall in the trap of getting pregnant young, or getting pregnant out of wedlock, so to speak. So that'd be like, oh, you had the nerve to get pregnant without being married? Stone them. But like I said, again, if you have a pastor who's a same-sexer, or who has a thing for young boys or young girls, he will tend to get more protection than the young lady or the young man who got pregnant, either at a young age or out of wedlock, in a short and sweet event. Like I say, I've witnessed this. That's why I'm thinking like, wow, everything's done in the name of religion, but these same religious people will stone you, kill you, and will literally tear you down to nothing behind some stuff that they should be supporting and helping. But they will, on the flip side, they would uplift and support and pray back up and pray to normal to the people who they should be stoning and pushing and burning out of the church. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say yes. All of your religious leaders, get rid of them, because like I say, a majority of our problems stem from religion as well too. So like I say, it's not just the educational system, it's not just the governmental system, it's not just the police. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh damn, do I get life just for going in for a speeding no, it's not just that. It's your church plays a role in your demise as well. That's why I say the things that I'm naming off must be eliminated the long way. And it may sound crazy, but this is the stuff that I can say, if you don't get them, they're gonna get you, which they've been doing for a long time now. It's like it's just time for us to wake up and smell the roses. This is another one too, and like I say, I'm kind of piecing them together. It seems like a lot, but they should be all in the same category. Another one that's in the same category is all mainstream rappers, and I want to say, is it entertainers as well? All mainstream rappers. And I say all mainstream rappers because the rappers, while I'm rapping about drugs or sex or booty holes, whatever it is that I'm rapping about, it's like I'm not feeding you any type of nutritional value, but yet I'm so willing to lower my standards, or I'm so willing to do something outside of my norm for a few bucks. Cause like I say, a lot of these people who are doing all this talking, oh yeah, I'll shoot up the club, or I'll do this and that. A lot of those people can't even, they wear glasses that are literally this, they can't even, probably can't even read. But it's like one of those things, it's like you're a nerd in real life. Like you would run from a damn roach, so to speak. So it'd be one of them things like you are not about that life. But the stuff that you're rapping about and literally you're falling out and literally overdosing, just showing that you're on drugs. That's another thing too, and it's kind of slightly off topic too. So they'll claim that you have law enforcement and the music industry. They'll claim that drugs are so illegal. Oh, we need to clean up drugs, like say. But they can show with no problem. There are no red flags. There are no sensories on it. There's no like content red flags. You know how you can buzz. Like say for instance, if I say something or show something on social media, buzz, don't do that. Where is the buzz, don't do that button when it comes to, for instance, excuse me, when it comes to, for instance, if I'm a rapper and I'm rapping about drugs, I got a cup full of lean in my hand, and I got 20 ounces of powder over here, and I have the mollies over there in the swimming pool. You see what I'm saying? Basically, I'm surrounded by drugs, and I'm letting you know that I'm doing drugs. But again, where's the whistle through the music industry as far as them putting out that message? So you're basically promoting an illegal message, and it's okay to the police. The police, they didn't say ding, 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 why do you have that in a music video if you know that's illegal? Because if I do that shit out in the street where I have a cup of lean in my hand and a pool full of Molly, and basically all of these, I'm surrounded by drugs and alcohol, and I'm out in public doing that, not only would that be illegal, but I would be so far up under the jail to where it's like, I would probably end up like Young Thug and them, would hold the drugs or with the drugs. But I mean, it's kind of like one of those things, it's like, it's just like an open setup. But like I said, there's too many of us that are willing to do those things. Like I'm willing to say, okay, hey, I'll rap about killing, or hey, I'll rap about drugs, or hey, I'll show my ins and outs. Too many of us are willing to do that for a little bit of money, or willing to literally lower your standards and basically have no self-respect, being used as a puppet to destroy the youth and destroy your people and then put out a certain image. Too many of us are willing to do that. That's why I say get rid of all, capital all of your rappers, all of them. That goes from your Cardi bitches to your young, if they're not rapping about, hey, get yourself together, please get rid of them the long way. Because like I said, if you don't get rid of them, they're going to get rid of you through the youth, through Sexy Red and Cardi Bitch getting their hands on your children. I guess they said Cardi Bitch is like in the background now working on some new material. So Lord knows what she's going to come up with next for your young girls and boys. So like I said, this is one of those things, you don't get these people, they will destroy you, you know. And it's too damn easy to find a fool to wear the title to be used as a pawn to destroy you. You know, like I say, Sexy Red or Cardi Bitch fall off, then here comes another sellout nigger to do the dirty work in order to destroy you for a few dollars. And that's why I say get rid of all, capital all rappers, all mainstream rappers. Because not saying that all rappers are, you know, not productive, but the mainstream, the ones that are on TV, the ones that are on TV are obviously not productive at all. They're not. Okay, and then, so this is another one. This is going to be really controversial, but it must be said. So this is in a league of its own. But these are another group of people that we must eliminate. And like I say, this could be controversial because perhaps you're guilty of this. But eliminating the men, these thumb-sucking men. So basically, okay, you have men, you have the guy on guy, whether you're in the closet or out the closet, or whether you're giving or receiving, you are literally making it impossible for normal women. That's why I say they must be eliminated, because you have these literally hard-working women who are deserving women who probably would never experience a nice, strong gentleman, so to speak. And that's only because a lot of these men are too busy S-ing and F-ing on each other. And like I said, I'm trying to keep it good. Part of me just want to just fly off the handle at the mouth, but I'm gonna cap it. So basically, when you have men literally sucking up each other, whether you're doing this out in the open or behind closed doors where you think nobody knows that you're laying up with that dude, nigga with titties, by you doing that, literally you're taking away, that's one less man. Even if there's a million women and literally only 3 men in this world, if y'all 3 men are literally tearing each other up, those million women, they don't stand a chance. You see what I'm saying? They don't stand a chance. So that's why I say all men who literally you're no good to a woman, and you're just here strictly to tear up each other as men. Like I say again, messing it up for hardworking women who deserve a nice gentleman, but can't have that because it's one of the reasons why we can't have a nice man. Because it's like, okay, not only are we already slim to none, it's like the men that are left behind. Okay, because you have the men. Let's say like, okay, we have a handful of men. Some of them fall through the cracks of death. Some of them fall through the cracks of prison life. Some of them fall through the cracks of, you know, just being, how you doing? Of, we'll just say, okay, I lost my train of thought. But basically, you get some that fall through the cracks to where you're left with the men that are on the street or the men that are on the ground. A lot of these men that are on the ground, and we'll say we have 10 of those left as far as who survives the prison life, who survives the grave. You have to consider those 10, we'll just say it's 10 men that are left behind, as far as, again, who survived the grave and who survived prison life. About 6 or 7 of them are licking and kissing and tugging on each other inappropriately. So that means that's, out of those 10 men that are left in this world, that could be suitable husbands for a hard-working woman, they are, now you're down to 3 men. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, if you're a man that literally, and I understand everybody have their own story. That's why I say this could be controversial. Everyone has their own story. Oh, well, something happened to me as a child, or I was born this way, or it doesn't matter how it goes. Like, literally, while you sucking on Tim, like I say, it's already 3 or 4 of y'all. While you sucking on Tim, Sarah could be getting some of that. You see what I'm saying? But no, Sarah doesn't stand a chance, because you'd rather be sharing. Okay, I'm just trying to find a clean word to say. You rather be sharing bottom with Shuck. You see what I'm saying? So that guy on guy stuff, whether you were born that way, it's still detrimental to us as a community and as a whole. Because like I say, if it's literally only 10 men left in this world, and 6 or 7 of y'all are tearing each other up, then it's kind of like, that's 10 men that are not useful to me. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna do me any good. And I'm not saying you still can't reproduce, but it's like, I mean, do you really want shitty children? Do you want shitty children? I had to say. Oh, help us, please. All right, let me shut up. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. And the only reason why I didn't say, oh, what about the women who same sex? I don't think anybody's really complaining about the women, because like I said, there's not very many stand-up women out there, you know? Maybe 10, 20 years ago, I would have told you, oh, don't talk about leave that woman alone. But now these days, I'm thinking like, these women are so raggedy, it's like, I can't imagine anyone having a complaint. Like, can you tell her to spit the twat? Like, no. We don't really, and honestly, not to condone that either, but some of these women are chewing on each other and slapping cakes together because they don't have the option. They either know A, you'll never find a decent man, or B, you might as well just go ahead and start sucking on each other, because it's not looking good for the women in these women department. But like I said, it ain't like women are shit anyway. And I don't want to talk down on women, you know, but at the end of the day, it's not like, you know, it's not like women are shit anyway. At least not these days. Okay. I want to say I'm getting close to the end of this message. Okay, so basically, long story short, all sellouts, whether you're from the political parties on down to, hell, your fellow neighbor, all sellouts must be eliminated, because that's actually dangerous. Because like I say, here I am thinking that I can trust you, or you're a fellow member of the community, or of, you know, whatever we have going on, and come to find out that you can be used, and basically you can be used as an infiltrator, or you can be used as an inside imposter. Basically, like, you can be used as a Kamala, even though I've never really liked Kamala, how she'll claim like she's a nappy-headed, like she's down, she's a part of the nappy-headed coalition, and to come and find out, like, lady, she has absolutely no camaraderie with the American niggers at all, unless it has something to do with your demise. If it has nothing to do with your demise, you count her out. That's why I'm thinking like, you'll think like, oh, that's a fellow sister girl, you go girl. And I'm thinking like, the things that I want to say about that lady, and the things that I would, like, if I see her in person, like, I would literally have to cuff myself to keep from cuffing her neck. Cause like people like that, I just feel like you're a dirty dog. You are a dirty dog. Make it seem like you're down, and you literally only promote chaos and negativity and hood mentality. So I guess, you know, then she has like a party. Let's have a party and invite a bunch of young black girls over, you know, to literally just to drink and listen to ratchet music. Like, what is that? That's what you're campaigning for. You're campaigning for ratchets. You're gonna go down with get rid of all of these people. Get rid of them all. And I feel like I have one more point to make. Okay, so also too, basically what I'm saying is, basically at this point, anyone who is not with you is against you. Like, they might be not necessarily hitting you across the head or kicking you in the head, but if you're not with me, you are against me. And actually, No response is a response. Let's say like, oh, how do you feel about help for Negroes? If they don't say anything or they're in the background waiting to see what other people, they're against you. Because if they are for you, you will let it be known that you are for me, and you will show me through your support and participation. You know, you'll know that I'm for you because I support you. I'm here to help you. Like, I'm not here to harm you. If I'm here to harm you, then I'm going to be harming you. I'm going to be working against you. I'm not going to say anything to stand up for you. And basically, I'm not going to do anything to help you. So even if I can sit back and watch you drown, I'm basically drowning you, because like I'm not helping you. So anybody with a capital, anybody who's not helping you are against you. And they probably not saying or doing anything, and that's because they're against you. But I didn't do anything. Yeah, you didn't say anything either, and you are officially against me, and you must be eliminated, because at this point, if you're not with me, you're against me. And it's one of those things, again, eat or be eaten. I'm either going to sit back and let you get me, or I'm going to wipe you out while you're attempting to destroy me and have me end up in a McDouble. So basically, and also the people who are working against you and not for you, this includes billionaires, these entities and billionaires who think that they're going to just be the only ones roaming the earth after they kill and wipe out and poison everybody and come out from up under the ground. These billionaires, they need to be eliminated as well, because literally while they're sitting around, like literally the 5 or 10 of them, while they sit around and help you bite the bullet, they're really going to think that they're just going to roam the earth and skate through the sunset scot-free while stepping on and over bodies, and they really just believe that you're actually welcome. You're welcome to the barbecue. I'm inviting you to the barbecue. The barbecue will be at the lowest level, the floor of hell. You are welcome to the barbecue. You're invited to the barbecue, and I expect you to be there. Let's see. There's a few more people. So you have the government agencies. Like, this goes for any government agencies. They are invited to the barbecue. They have a free ticket to hell. At the floor of hell, actually, the hottest part of hell. Like I say, these people, they literally just need to. Yeah, these people, I'm telling you, these are the people that are literally sitting back, planning and looking forward to it and getting off on your demise. And so this goes for, so this could be family members, other racial groups. Like, so you'll have a racial group, like, okay, this race of people, they don't really care for the American nappy heads, or even any nappy heads in general, to where, like, they'll never support you. They'll never be down for anything of your cause and never give a damn about what you go through, because it's like they don't really fool with you like that. That means they're against you, and that means they are also invited to the barbecue. So this could be peers, lovers, like I said, government agencies, schools, the workforce, people on the job. Will never give you a promotion, or will basically always have it set to where you make the least. You're the least paid employee, yet the hardest working employee, but you're the least paid. Like I say, through these workplaces and workforce, they're all welcome to or invited to the barbecue. The medical field, all of the LGBT community, they're all of it. And I don't care how you feel about this. You all are invited to the barbecue. All of you, you're all invited. But I help the planet. I feed the birds. At the end of the day, you are a problem to society. And I'm not saying I don't want to literally go upside the head, or just because you're a same-sexer, or just because you're exercising your right to do whatever you want to do in this world. So I'm just saying, like, from the outside looking in, like, literally, there's not enough of you. And I'm thinking the only reason why I'm literally just saying, okay, eliminate the entire LGBT community, because there's not enough of you doing enough to say, okay, hey, yes, I have a certain lifestyle, but I shouldn't be pushing this on the youth, and I shouldn't be pushing this on to you, and I shouldn't be getting elevated for me just being a same-sexer, or for me stealing the alphabet in the rainbow. I shouldn't be elevated for that, because this is just who I am. Like, if I'm just the same way that you wouldn't be okay with them elevating, oh, you have naps, you're melanated, and you're from America, and I get uplifted and put on a pedestal, everybody, hey, how did she get put up there? That's not fair. All lives matter, exactly, and that's how I feel. All lives matter, and all of us aren't same-sexers. All of us aren't dying to be with children, so yes. And like I said, there's not enough of you. It's probably only 2 or 3 of you would actually say something. Hey, I'm a part of the LGBT community, and I don't appreciate you pushing this onto the children. I don't appreciate you pushing this onto my peers. Because like I say, this is something that's supposed to be private. Honestly, unless I'm the biggest queer this side of hell, you shouldn't know my sexual lifestyle or anything that goes on in my bedroom. Because again, if I just flat out just say, okay, I love women, then you can do the math on what I'm doing to women in my bedroom. You see what I'm saying? But if it's just something that's just regular old day of life, okay, man and woman, like, okay, y'all do what you do. And I guess you can use your imagination with that. But again, like I said, if you have 2 women and 2 men, it's kind of like, I can kind of already get the scene of what you're doing. And like I said, what you're doing as far as same-sexers should be private and left in your bedroom. Like I said, I shouldn't have to know or care about who you are sucking and tugging on at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? And then you get the other one. What is the, I don't know if they call it all binary. Whatever it is called, the one where it's like everybody can get it. I mean, animals, babies, men's, women. I forgot what they call that. It's all unisex. I don't even know what the hell to call it because there's so many nicknames. But that's just why I say a lot of you or this whole community needs to be eliminated, because it's like it's just such an open plethora of destruction to where it's like it's so confusing, so all over the place, to a point where I'm just so gay now to where I only like men. I went from literally only I love women. I'm so gay to where I just gotta have all women to where I'm just so gay to where I'm just doing so much to now I'm back to I love men, to where now I feel like I'm gay because I love men. That's how extra you all are. Yeah, and I don't understand, and nor do I care if it's controversial, because this needs to be said. Like I said, the same way and that's another reason too why the LGBT community must be eliminated, because whenever they have a problem with something, they'll go after it. Oh, you're not allowed to do this, or you're not allowed to say that, you're not allowed to wear this, or you're not allowed to reject me as a man going into the women's bathroom. They always have these rules and regulations. Or you're not allowed to tell me, a grown-ass man or woman, that I can't be with a child because I identify as a child. You always want to kick and scream about what it is that you want or what people have to respect when it comes to you, but you do not reciprocate that to other people. You don't respect that the children probably don't want to be getting their damn sex change at 2. You don't respect that I don't give a damn who you effing, as a grown-ass man, I don't give a damn who you rolling around with. And as a grown-ass woman, I don't give a damn who you scissoring and sucking on. You see what I'm saying? But y'all don't care. The only thing you care is, pushing an agenda. I just want to push myself onto you. I want to be the man in the dress, and you as a man, a real man, you should be able to accept me. If not, you're homophobic. Or if you don't tell your children that they can get their sex changed, or they can be as gay and as confused as they want without even know how to read or spell their own damn name, then you are being homophobic. You are going against me and disrespecting me, because you're not allowing me to destroy you or to control you or whatever it is that I'm doing. It's overpowering. It's weird. And not enough of you in this LGBT community says something about it. That's why I say eliminate the whole group. Because again, you're only as weak as your weakest link. And as strong as your weakest link, really. Because like all of you can say, okay, we're all against it. If you got that one person that's stomping and saying that they're okay, which is who actually have power and pull out there, then that's why too. That's another thing too. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm just going to make this all about getting rid of the LGBT. But that's another thing too. They're actually a lot more powerful than what they, I'm just a minority, or everyone hates us, or, or it's only 2 or 3 of us. But it's like, okay, but you're all over the government, almost every, if not every government agency. You are all over the schools, particularly public schools, possibly charter, maybe even private schools too. You're all over the movies and the cartoons and the commercials. Like, I promise you, nowadays I can probably put on the Animal Channel, and I'm like, okay, whale swimming in the ocean, and this is a whale. This is how the whale eats. This is how he swims to and fro different oceans. And for some reason, there's going to be something LGBT, and you'll think like, I just want to watch the whales. I just want to watch the Animal Planet. I just want to sit down. I just want to eat, and whatever it is, it's always something LGBT in there. Now, is there a reason why that you all like you pushing yourself onto it? Like, same way, I wouldn't push myself onto you. It's either I'm an acquired taste. You either like it or you love it, or you want it or you don't. And it's one of them things like, okay, if you take the message, great. If you don't, then change the channel. I would never say, well, you gotta listen to me, or you gotta do what I tell you to do, or you gotta wear what I wear. Because like, honestly, no, I don't operate like that to where I'm pushing myself down your throat. And honestly, if you go to put on a cartoon, or if you go to put on a damn whatever damn movie that you go to watch, you should be able to watch that movie without there being some LGBT stuff in there. If I want to watch LGBT or guy on guy, I will flick on guy on guy on the internet. I will look up guy on guy, guy tearing up guy's ass, or woman tearing up and scissoring other woman to death. I know where to go to find LGBT activity. again, if I flick on the animal channel or flick on a cartoon, this LGBT stuff should not be in on something that I did not order. I didn't order LGBT. Why am I LGBT? Why is there gay in the food? Why is there gay in the weed? That's all I'm saying. So that's what I have a problem. That's why I have a problem with the LGBT. In case you're wondering, in case you're collecting your pearls, that's why. You're not, obviously not with me, because you're not respecting what the hell I want and what I'm feeling. You see what I'm saying? Because again, I know where to go to look for guy on guy or gal on gal. And I should not be able to find it in a damn cartoon. But this is all that's being spewed around in this world, and nobody's saying that. Like I say, in your same damn community, and you're okay with it because you enjoy pushing up on people. Like I said, that's called predatory too. You're in that predatory group. So it's like you're not innocent. So that's why I'm coming after the LGBT. You're not innocent because that's called predatory. I'm gonna push up on you, and then not only that, you can't say anything about it. You can't fight back, and if you do, that's gonna be trials and tribulation and consequences and punishment behind that, and you might even come up short. And then I'm thinking this is where we cross the line, or this is where it becomes the deal breaker, is when not only am I pushing up on you, I'm pushing up on the children, and we're doing it all in the name of LGBT. Or I identify as a child, so if you happen to see me with a child, it's because we're both 6. Because like I said, it's just too convenient with LGBT. Or just tell me you're a man. So I'm a woman with titties, but I'm a man. Or I'm a nigga with titties, but I'm a woman. You see what I'm saying? So you have these grown-ass men, full face beard, and full set of balls and phallus and everything. But as long as they have on a skirt and some lipstick, or as long as they say, hey, I'm a woman, you better identify them as a woman, or there's consequences. You see what I'm saying? Now, do you see where the problem comes in at? Because that's too damn convenient. Can I come forth and say that, okay, hey, I'm the president, respect me, or give me all your money. I'm the government. I'm the taxpayers. You see what I'm saying? I'm the IRS. Give me your bank account information, and I will be deemed insane. But yes, I'll just end it there. But yeah, basically, eliminate anything that is literally not for you, because anything that's not for you is against you. And like I said, they don't have to be kicking you in the head. They don't have to be talking about you like a dog. Just the fact that they're not saying or doing anything on behalf of you means that they're working against you. The worst, here's a word of advice before I leave. Your worst opponent is the ones who sit back and watch. Not the one that's kicking you in the head. Not the one that's beating the hell out of you and literally about to beat the life out of you. That's not your worst opponent. Because that's who you know. Okay, this is the one that's stomping and kicking on me. But it's the ones that watch you drown. You see that I'm drowning. You see that I'm in trouble. You see that I'm in need. And you see me reaching up. Hey, my hand is reaching up for help. And you're watching me. You want to watch me fall. Or hell, you probably even stepped on my hand. That's why I say, yes. They're not with you. They are against you. Okay, so hopefully we learned something. And literally, anything that you're around, if it's not for you, it is against you. And I want to say literally, and I say this seriously and genuinely, eliminate anything Democrat. Anything Democrat. And I don't want to just say all politics, because at the end of the day, all politics are BS. But in particularly, I say Democrats, because right now, Democrats are killing you right now. Kamala, Obama, and Biden is killing you right now. So that's why I say it starts with the Democrats. They're killing you right now. Right now. And they're funding people to kill you right now. So that's why I say yes. You might want to get away from them. Eliminate them before they eliminate you. Be well, be safe.